Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Syazwani binti Rosli. South Korea is the 30th largest economy in the world and one of the most advanced in Asia. Between 2022 and 2024, the country maintained a low unemployment rate, typically between 2.5% and 3.5%. However, even with this low rate, South Korea still faces significant labour market challenges. Unemployment refers to individuals who are part of the labour force, willing and able to work but are unable to find suitable jobs. The labour force includes people who are currently working or actively seeking work. People who are not in the labour force include full-time students, discouraged workers, and housewives. There are 5 types of unemployment, namely cyclical, frictional, structural, technological, and lastly seasonal.
My name is Farisya Addeenna binti Rofizal.
Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming industry in South Korea. From 2017 to 2022, AI adoption among Korean firms grew from 1.4% to 4.3%, with the highest use in the ICT sector. AI-driven automation is causing job losses, especially in retail. In 2022 alone, 60,000 retail jobs disappeared. With the rise of online shopping and self-checkout kiosks, major retailers like E-Mart and Lotte Mart are replacing human workers. Some convenience stores are even testing fully unmanned outlets. These changes make it increasingly difficult for low-skilled workers to find jobs. To address this, fiscal policy is the most effective solution. Government can invest in reskilling programs to help displaced workers transition into fields like digital tech or healthcare. It can also offer tax incentives and wage subsidies to businesses that hire and retain affected employees. Additionally, public job creation in areas like digital infrastructure or social services can provide immediate work and support long-term growth.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amalin Fitrah binti Hussain. Issued in 2023, South Korea has the world's lowest birth rate at 0.72 children per woman, which is far below the level needed to maintain the population. This causes the population to shrink and age over time. One main reason is that working women face pressure to handle both their jobs and most of the housework and childcare. On average, they do 3 times more unpaid household work than men, making it harder for them to continue working and raising children. In 2023, South Korea faced more than just a low birth rate. The number of women in the workforce has increased from 49.8% in 2011 to 55.6% in 2023. This is still far behind the male labor force rate of nearly 74%. South Koreans also work some of the longest hours among OECD countries, with limited option for remote work or flexibility schedules. This makes it very hard for women, especially mothers, to balance their jobs with childcare responsibilities. The government can help women stay in the workforce by using fiscal policy. This means spending more money on things like childcare, paid leave, and tax benefits for working mothers. In South Korea, the government spent 380 trillion won since 2006 to support women through shorter work hours, longer parental leave, and affordable childcare. These efforts make it easier for women to work and take care of their families.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhasanah Athilah binti Badrulhisham. For the year 2024, South Korea is facing a serious youth unemployment problem and is becoming more severe, especially for the younger generation. According to the World Bank Group, the youth unemployment rate for those aged 15 to 29 has reached 5.9%. That's a 0.49% increase compared to the year before, where the rate stood at 5.41%. For those aged 15 to 24 specifically, the unemployment rate was 5.6%. So, what's causing this issue? One major reason is the recurrent unsuccessful job applications and perceived scarcity of suitable employment opportunities. These are due to the imbalance of skills young people acquired in universities and those demanded by industries. South Korea education system places a strong emphasis on academic success, but often neglects practical and technical training. This, as a result, causes many young graduates struggle to find a job, while industry says that they are struggling to hire skilled workers. Another factor is the structure of the labour market. Most young job seekers aim to work for large conglomerates known as chaebols like Samsung or Hyundai. These companies offer stability and high salaries, but here's the problem. They only represent a small portion of total job opportunities. On the other hand, over 90% of companies in South Korea are small and medium enterprises, or SMEs. Unfortunately, these SMEs often offer lower starting salaries and less attractive working conditions, which causes a gap between what young job seekers expect and the actual reality. Due to these challenges, many young Koreans are now choosing to become freelancers or to start their own businesses. In some cases, this can lead to higher income compared to traditional jobs. However, freelancers and entrepreneurs are often the first to be affected during economic downturns. So while it may seem like a good alternative, it's not a long-term solution to the youth unemployment crisis. To tackle this growing issue, the South Korean government is now implementing fiscal policy measures aimed at reducing youth unemployment. Fiscal policy refers to the government's strategy of increasing public spending and reducing taxes in order to boost economic activity. One example is the Youth Employment Subsidy, a program that provides financial incentive to companies that hire young workers. This helps reduce the cost burden on employers and encourage them to create more job opportunities for the youth. Another concern is that most of these policies are based on income eligibility. This means that some young people, especially those from middle-income backgrounds, don't qualify for the assistance they need. To address this, the Ministry of Employment and Labour is now focusing on modernizing job matching platforms and offering personalized career guidance. The goal is to help job seekers find opportunities that better fit their skills and interests.
My name is Syaza Syadiana, binti Akashah.
So in conclusion, from 2022 to 2024, South Korea continues to face deep-rooted challenges in its economy, labor market, and society. Rapid technological advancement and demographic shifts are reshaping the country faster than the policy can adapt. Short-term policies are not enough. For example, government programs like job training, support for parents, and hiring incentives have helped, but only in the short term. What South Korea really needs is a clear, long-term strategy. This means future-focused reforms in key areas like education, business development, and inclusion. Without deeper changes, this problem will only get worse over time. Furthermore, South Korea needs reforming the education system. Education must shift to practical, job-ready skills, especially in tech, and then empowering small and medium enterprises. Big companies dominate, but SMEs are where most jobs are created. The government should offer financial support, training, and innovation grants to help SMEs grow and create quality jobs. And then, lastly, promoting inclusive policies. South Korea must support women and youth through policies that encourage work-life balance, other flexible working hours, and provide more childcare and parental support. These steps make the workforce more diverse and resilient. That's all from us. Thank you.